Steve had grown strangely dependent on one thing for years without realizing it.
I like milk, it's my thing, and I'll never ever stop drinking it.
I told you guys, keep your freak show out of the main house.
Francine's motherly instincts had gotten completely out of control. She had been mixing her breast milk into Steve's meals ever since he was little, but one day, Klaus uncovered the secret.
See? You have been drinking it, bro! So gross!
From then on, Steve refused to touch anything Francine cooked.
Honey, at least let me cook you some eggs.
How do I know you didn't lay them yourself, mother?
Not long after, Steve began feeling exhausted during rehearsals. He could barely stay focused on stage, and the school principal was furious about his slipping performances. With a major competition approaching, Steve reluctantly turned back to Francine and begged for her help.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
Soon, she started secretly giving him breast milk again. By the time the competition arrived, he could hardly function without it. Panicking backstage, he kept pleading with Francine to help him calm down. Eventually, Francine gave in, but before they could hide what was happening, the principal started the event early. The humiliating moment was exposed in front of the entire crowd. Furious, Stan dragged both of them home and locked them in the basement. After 3 months stuck together, their mental health began to fall apart. Francine finally decided things had gone too far and told Steve he needed to stop completely. Steve broke down emotionally, terrified that without it, he would go back to being weak and exhausted again. Francine finally confessed the truth. The reason Steve always felt sleepy without her milk was because she had secretly been mixing sleeping pills into his food for years. She begged him to move on and live normally again. After hearing the truth, Steve finally agreed. But later that night, while Francine was asleep, Steve still couldn't control his addiction. The next morning, Francine intentionally ate huge amounts of honey.
It's what any mother would do.
Soon after, Steve suffered a severe allergic reaction. He collapsed and ended up in a coma for an entire year.